Shalom, call halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh. Never honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone to do rule and teach well in His truth. And shalom to the brothers out there pushing the truth in sincerity and in truth. I just want to do a quick video on something that happened at our most recent camp here in Colorado, Denver. We were standing out on the corner on the highways and byways, preaching the word as always, and then we had this random guy come up in a suit, asking us what we're about, just the general, and along the conversation we start getting into the scriptures, and then that's when you start to realize, okay, he's a little bit more than your average Joe or your average passerby. So we get down the line. We're going into the scriptures. He's not receiving any of it, or some of it he's acting like he's receiving at least. Then it comes to the point where he brings out black Hebrew Israelites, and that's how we knew he was an agent. But my whole point behind that is that the whole reasoning for him being there is to try to, first off, test who we are, to see if we're legit, to see if we're just out there making mockery, if we're part of the beast, or if we're something going against it. Because right now, those who are truly pushing this truth and sincerity with no guile, those are the ones that are going to be persecuted in this coming time, the heaviest. They're going to be searching for us, and that's why Jacob's trouble is going to be so heavy, because they're going to be exterminating Jake like nobody's business, but you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all for the fact that they're trying to get to that remnant, that elect. They don't want them to fulfill prophecy, so they don't have to fulfill prophecy, which is ultimately Esau, Edom, who is a so-called white man, being destroyed after his 1,000 years of slavery and his kingdom going down by thermonuclear destruction. But with that being said, the point I wanted to make in this video is, as much as that man, that agent, tried to use the scriptures to confound us, we stood firm in our place, having this foundation of truth, this unmovable rock. And it was a test of faith and a test of diligence, because even the brothers that hadn't been in this truth for very long, they've been reading and they've been watching, and they weren't even shaken by that agent, which goes to show you that, like the parable, and I'll actually go ahead and get it. Matthew 20. Yeah, come on. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 20, verse 1. And let me see here. Yeah, I'll go all the way down to, or actually, verse 6. It says in Matthew 20 and 6, and about the 11th hour he went out and found others standing idle, and saith unto them, Why stand ye here all the day idle? They say unto him, Because no man hath hired us. He saith unto them, Go ye also into the vineyard, and whatsoever is right, that shall ye receive. So even the men that came in at the last hour still received that same penny for working the day, and they did the same work as the ones who were there at the very beginning of the day. And that was a testament at our camp. Although they may not have said much, they weren't out of order. There was they actually were even bringing out scriptures that were cutting this man right with the spirit. So it goes to show you that if he calls you to do the work and you accept it and you do it accordingly in order, you will be rewarded as such. But back to the point, as we're saying. This is 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 10. It says, Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fail, or ye shall never fall. And that's talking about you shall, if you give diligence in this truth, if you actually study, do your research, watch your videos, Make your videos, do your work, go on the highways and byways, give your diligence to make your calling and election sure. Ye shall never fall. And at the end, when we come to it, like it says, he that endured to the end, the same shall be saved. Even those that have to taste death, they're going to be lifted up with Yahushua. So they didn't fall. They just had to go through a certain event. Just like the ones that are going to be translated, that are going to be beamed up. They just have to go through a certain event, but we're all going to stand tall on that day. We are the hopeful elect. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.